Rabbi, you've done a lot of work with the Israeli defense soldiers. Why did you think it was important to bring the Israeli soldiers together with the American soldiers?
Well, Karen, this is our 8th time we're doing this trip to bring Israeli soldiers to New York City, and we wanted to do something together with the American soldiers because our countries share so much together. We have so much which unites us. We share really common goals, and we wanted to just see the bonding and the therapy that would work together with the Israelis and Americans, which has worked phenomenally well this week.
I spoke to a veteran before, and he said the interaction was just terrific.
Yeah, they bonded, and it's not just the video workshops which they're going through. You know, we're taking them to a Yankees game on Sunday. We took them all shopping together yesterday. Beautiful breakfast this morning. They're really bonding very well, and it's interesting to see the different dynamics and the different aspects of the American Army versus the Israeli Army. It's been a real learning experience for both of them.
And now, working with the film workshop, how is post-traumatic stress disorder viewed with Israeli soldiers versus the American soldiers? Are there differences in the treatments and the therapies?
I think this is, for both countries, it's actually something new that we're beginning to learn more and more about. PTSD is something real. It's very hard to heal and to treat. It's not like when you have a broken leg, so you go to a doctor and the doctor fixes your leg. Here it's something which is much harder to fix. But I think the first thing is when you bring the Israelis and Americans, you bring them out of their home ground. You know, they're used to having the pressure of living in Israel. You bring them out of the home turf. You bring them to New York, bring them to Manhattan, the great apple, the greatest city in the universe. You know, and they allow them to go out of their home turf. That's step number one in treating the PTSD. You know, bring him out of his regular surroundings, and now start letting him open up. That's the key over here. You got to open up. And these video workshops, they're creating videos about their experiences. I've spoken and I've seen the soldiers this week. I've stood in the video sessions, and it's phenomenal. It looks like it's working very well.
And when are the soldiers going back?
The soldiers are here till Monday afternoon, so they've been here for a total of 10 days. The video workshops are about half that time, and the other half they get to meet our community, they get to bond with people in our community. You know, one of the examples I always give is there was a girl a couple of years ago here, a soldier, and she told her story. At the age of 14, she was wounded in a terrorist attack. Her mother died instantly, and her 2 sisters died as well. Her father and her were injured severely. They both were in a wheelchair. So she described her injuries, and she said that she was in hospital and there was nobody there to hug her. She was the oldest sibling out of everybody. Her mother had just died, and her father was lying in a hospital bed dealing with his own trauma and his own wounds, and there was nobody there to hug her. And when she came on the B'Lev trip to New York, she was sitting at a Shabbat dinner, Friday night dinner, with 500 of our congregants, and she told her story, and she shared how so many people hugged her and kissed her and showered her with affection and appreciation. She said that's the hug she never got when she was a 14-year-old child. And that's essentially what we do here. Besides for the actual therapy, our community come together and give a massive hug to the soldiers. So we've had people take them out for dinners and breakfasts and shopping excursions. That's what it's all about.
So this was very successful for you, you'd say?
We're still on day number 7, but so far, thank God, it's very successful, yes.
Well, Rabbi, thank you so much for your time today, and good luck to you.
Thank you, Karen.